This is why he's really mad. I'm looking at you, Dusty Black, Kwame Brown.
Well, we're back.
Remember, I came to you. Me and you can be 50-50 partners. You remember you was doing all that. Oh, you can be the king on the crown. I'll never work for you. I'll never be a partner with you. I replaced you and added underdog. Is that why you mad? Is that why you mad? It was supposed to be me and you, 50-50.
Whoop, whoop.
You was too busy making fun of me. I just, all right, let me go get somebody who's serious about this content creating, and it was underdog.
Whoop, whoop.
Gilbert Arenas goes off on Kwame Brown. Check out what he had to say, and then I'll come back with my comments.
Okay, lovely.
Blessed and fortunate to be employed. Shout out to everybody who shows love to Gil's Arena. We love and appreciate y'all. Right?
Hey, man, listen, I ain't listen, Joe. Listen, I see some of them out there laughing at me, Joe, talking about 360 deals, talking about, why would I give up 50%? You own 100% of nothing. You don't have nothing, right? It's easy to own 100% of nothing you do, right? Like that's easy. Like 50% of a successful something is better than 100% of nothing.
Yeah, what Gil is saying is true. It's better to own what he owns instead of 100% of nothing. Not saying anybody in particular, but people in general that's been commenting on Gil's Arena's deal with Underdog Fantasy. I think people are saying you made a lot of money in the NBA, got a lot of money outside the deal. Why not go all out, build your own infrastructure? But it did work for Gilbert Arenas, no matter which route he took. But a lot of people have something to say in regards to Gil and this deal that he's in.
So, Gil, question for you.
I'm sorry. That's to you, especially Kwame Brown. I'm going to just be honest with you. I'm just going to show you your reality. In 2021, when I came to YouTube with 0 subs, you had 445,000 subs. Today, you got 451,000 subs, meaning in the last 4 years, your ass gained 5,000 to 6,000 subs.
So it looks like the beef is never going to end with Kwame and Gil. I'm assuming Kwame has something to say about Gil. I didn't check out those videos yet, but either way, man, Gil, he's building his own infrastructure. He doesn't have what you have as far as building that audience with help. He's just doing it straight out the mud. So I get what you're saying. You got to be petty. Y'all got to back and forth. So you got to throw out all the numbers in your favor. But give Kwame some time. He'll figure it out. He'll partner with the right people if he chooses to go that route. But either way, he's going to keep doing what he does. And again, you got the infrastructure. You got the money behind you. And you got a good product. So you're going to continue to build your numbers up. And Kwame, you just going to have to keep working hard. And eventually he'll get where he wants to go.
1,000 subs a year. Watch out. Nobody want to hear about what you talking about no 100%, bro.
So, guys, I see a lot of people trying to get a lot of people offering their opinion.
Joe, listen, 100.
A lot of people.
I don't want to hear about no damn 100% of what you got. My small channel that I created when we was beefing, the No Chill channel, I make more than you on that channel.
Got a lot of people offering their opinions, perspective. Question for those people: how many of them had the #1 show, sports show on YouTube for a month, let alone multiple months? This is a different thing you're talking about. Everybody has opinions. You guys are in different lanes. Respect to all of you.
I respect your lane.
Respect everybody. Respect their lanes. But you're talking about that you're not familiar with. So,
yeah, I get it. Don't get me wrong. Gil, you built out a great product. I'm studying you from afar as far as how you're building up this content, creating these shows. So I'm going to give you props. But at the end of the day, man, a lot of people, they're going to do it without the major deals, without all the sponsorships. So even though he's great at building channels up, I want to see Gil do this without the underdogs or restructure that deal to work more in his favor. The Gil's Arena podcast is the reason why that channel's doing all those numbers. And I know he's trying to expand on the football end, but I think that was more of Underdog Fantasy. And then it cut into the Gil's Arena podcast. So again, shout out to Gil. He is going to be petty with Kwame, and he's going to talk about a lot of people out there that got questions about his deal. But Gilbert Arenas, he's winning right now as far as content.
And what's so funny is my regular channels is in their lane. I'm in your lane. No Chill Gil is in your lane. do you have a ESPN like show?
No. Nay, they say.
They don't get it. It's above. It was above. They just don't get it. It was 50% of an idea, and that idea, Underdog believed in the idea that was here and said, you know what? Instead of just giving you money to sponsor it and you just try to do it on your own, we're willing to be a partner and build this empire with you.
Now, if the deal only involves that idea, that show, and Gil pretty much owns his right to do everything else, then maybe that deal isn't that bad. But if Underdog Fantasy or whatever partnership he has cuts into 50% of what he's doing outside the show, that's where the deal is kind of questionable. But just a one-off for that idea, 50%, that's not that bad. But either way, Gil made a lot of money outside of that deal. It would have been good to see him really do this without that type of deal. But either way, he won at the end of the day. He did what he did. 50% of a lot of millions is still a win in my book. Would I take that deal? If I had an idea and someone with multiple millions of business wanted to partner up, maybe so, but it depends. 50% of that deal only. I don't want you to take 50% of me as a business as a whole. That's really going to cut into everything else I'm doing. But Gil, he did the right thing at the moment. He learned the game, knows the infrastructure, knows how to build out a crew. I'm sure he'll get a better deal when it's time for him to re-up.
That's called visionary.
The number one sports show on YouTube. So shout out to Underdog. Been a tremendous partner.
Just
getting that work. And I've seen a lot of people clowning Gil. I had to address them in the first episode on Wednesday. It was a lot of sheep trying to come at us, say we weren't going to do this, say we were not going to do that.
I get it, man. Like
when we first started in 2023, you said the same shit, ladies and gentlemen. We were not the number one sports show then. We were not the number one sports show. Season 1, our target goal was 5,000, I think, concurrent people in the stream.
That was our goal for the year. Was what?
5,000. Said, hey, we can get 5,000 in this YouTube to watch this show. We're gonna call it a win. We did that in the first month.
That's what they said. Your goal is 5,000, and we have a successful show. And we did that in the first 5 months. Come on, y'all.
We yawned, said, nay, 5, not enough. Not enough, ladies and gentlemen. Went from 5 to, I think our peak was 85,000 when Luka got traded with Stephen A. Smith. I forget which one which.
It was Luka.
Glorious day in the arena.
Yeah, they running those numbers up. Again, I know a lot of people going to have a lot of things to say about the deal, but just as far as content, that show, it is one of the go-tos as far as NBA content. You got a lot of guests on that show that's showing love, that's, sitting on that couch. So they're going to really continue to build up. But I'm interested to see what happens after football season. Instead of doing 2 shows with Gil's Arena, is he going to go back to 3 or 4, maybe 5 shows, do a Monday through Friday show? I know he's building out other channels like he's doing now with this live stream, but you don't want to lessen the amount of days you're doing content just because you got a football show. So Underdog Fantasy, don't sleep on Gil's Arena. They haven't reached their peak yet. They still got a lot of room to grow. You can't give up on Gil's Arena.
A lot of memorable moments. So hope to keep doing them. Either way, you're going to see our black asses somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to Playback.
That man own 100% of a radio channel. If you get your black dirty ass off the internet, ain't nobody buying your channel for 50%. Nothing, okay? You just sit there in your truck or your graveyard, wherever you hang out at, and do your radio all black muted channel.
And the reality is we're all doing content, ladies and gentlemen. Content is content. We make content talking about other people's stuff. Other people make content talking about our stuff. Nonetheless, check the numbers. Happy to cross-reference whenever you guys are available and want to do it. Bless Gil's Arena. Make sure you also check out the Arena Gridiron. We got 2 shows. You like football, you like basketball, we got you covered on the Arena YouTube channel. But this is the Gilbert Arena Show YouTube channel. Hold on. Here he is. Ladies and gentlemen.
So Gil really going all out on Kwame as far as throwing those shots at him. And again, I got to check out that video with the back and forth. I know Kwame has some things to say with Vlad TV recent interview, and then the Underdog Fantasy and the 50-50 thing going on with Gil's contract. So I thought the beef was kind of going to fade, flatline. No one's really going to go off on each other. Gil's going to continue to stand on business as far as that contract. He knows what he's doing. He got the numbers. I'm sure he got a lot of money from Underdog. People are going to have some things to say, but you can't deny how great of a show Gil's Arena is as far as basketball content. It was the go-to earlier this year, and in 2026, maybe they can get to that next level as long as they got support from Underdog Fantasy.
Representing Tough Crowd University.
What up? What up?
B, Brandon Jennings. Make sure you subscribe to his playback channel. Playback.tv/hostile territory is getting hostile here on the Gilbert Arena show.
Let me give you all a real this is why he's really mad. I'm looking at you, Dusty Black Kwame Brown.
Well, we're back.
Remember, I came to you. Me and you can be 50-50 partners. You remember you was doing all that. Oh, you can be the king on the crown. I'll never work for you. I'll never be a partner with you. I replaced you and added Underdog. Is that why you mad? Is that why you mad? It was supposed to be me and you, 50-50.
Whoop, whoop.
You was too busy making fun of me. I just, all right, let me go get somebody who's serious about this content creating, and it was Underdog.
Whoop, whoop.
Damn, that's breaking news. I didn't know Gil and Kwame were working on some type of 50-50 partnership. I don't know if Gil's telling the truth, but it looks like he's starting to leak certain information between him and Kwame. Again, I want to see Kwame's response to this. I don't know if all this is true, but again, if he had a chance to partner up with Gil, me personally, depending on the situation, I would have been like, you know what, let's see what we can do. But I know Gilbert Arenas allegedly said some things about Kwame, and Kwame, he not going to forget about that. So I don't fault Kwame for not working with Gilbert Arenas just because a lot of their stuff went too personal. Sometimes you can't come back from that, and you got to stand on business, and that's what Kwame did. So me personally, again, depending on how far the situation went, the back and forth, maybe we can talk about doing some type of 50-50 or just a show. But again, no faults to Kwame Brown. He's going to continue to do what he does and build up his content.